Hi everyone, welcome back to Nude Wellness. I'm Selena if you were new here, and this channel is all about manifesting and the law of assumption. So lovely to be back with you. I believe I have titled today's video, Not Getting What You Want, How to Fix It. So essentially, I will be discussing ways to deal with not getting what you want. But the more I think about it, it's kind of wrong because you're always going to get what you want. And that's an assumption and a belief that you need to adopt because you are getting what you want no matter what. So an alternate title, I guess, could be ways to manage the manifestation process or ways to manage your manifestation journey. But you get what I mean. Okay, the first thing that I need you to do is I need you to reject your current circumstances. Reject your current circumstances and start trusting in your subconscious mind. Start trusting that your universe, that you have your own back and things will be okay. I can appreciate and understand that there may be times you may feel triggered. There may be challenging or pressing circumstances that you experience. But if you can get to the point where no matter what you see, you're like, I don't care, I'm still getting what I want, things will sort itself out. They will sort themselves out. If something blindsides you, it is totally okay to have an emotional reaction and be upset about it or be angry. Feel those feelings. If you need to grieve, if something awful happens, like someone passes away and you're upset about that, don't feel that that's going to be something that ruins your manifestation journey or sets you back or anything like that. That is not a thing. Feel those feelings. Your manifestations will happen regardless, and just kind of calm yourself down as much as you can and self-soothe. If something isn't as, say, big as a death, let's say, for example, where it's just like something's happened, you're like, okay, for example, money. Say you feel you need money now, okay? You've got bills that are piling up and you need to be paying for things. I would make sure that, first of all, I would get you to calm yourself down as much as possible. Sit down, take some deep breaths, and start affirming blanket affirmations like everything in my life is perfect, everything will be okay, everything in my life is perfect, everything will be okay, and be looping that until you're able to center and stabilize yourself as much as possible. Once you do that, then start affirming your money affirmations, okay? Whatever your money affirmations are that you've decided to make them. Keep doing that and keep trusting that things will shift. Okay, things will shift and they will. You will get inspired action to have a conversation with someone and they're like, you know what, I will lend you the money. Or someone's going to be like, actually, so-and-so said they needed help at their new store. Do you want that job? You might get an email with some kind of refund, or you might have an inspired idea to start selling some kind of service. Things will shift for you the more you reject your current circumstances and just trust that everything is going to be okay. I want to talk about persisting for a second here. You need to stop saying to people like, you know what, I'm just going to keep persisting, and just actually persist. So there's a difference between thinking you're persisting and actually properly persisting. So this is what proper persisting is. Like I've mentioned before, you see something that you don't like in the 3D, an unwanted circumstance, and you go, you know what? I don't give a shit, whatever. I'm still getting what I want. That's what persisting is. I'm still getting what I want. And then if you want to start affirming for your money affirmations or your SP affirmations or whatever it is, go for it. But it's like, I don't give a shit what is happening right now. I'm still getting what I want. Doesn't even faze me. That is persisting. However, most people think they start saying in Facebook groups or they start mentioning in YouTube comments, hence why I make sure I turn off my YouTube comments because I don't want this repetition of an old story. They'll go, they haven't messaged me. She hasn't called me. But you know what? I'm still persisting. That's not persisting because, again, you are still focusing on the thing that is unwanted, the thing that hasn't happened yet. You know what? It's not happening, but I'm still going to persist. No, you're not actually persisting properly. You may be saying your affirmations, but I can guarantee that you are still focusing on the fact that they haven't called you, your job, you haven't got the job that you wanted, but you're going to keep persisting. No, it's like, I don't care whether this is happening right now or not. Like, I really don't give a shit. I'm still getting what I want. That is persisting. Okay, number 2, make up a story that works in your favor. If you're experiencing unwanted circumstances and you don't feel like you can reject it, you don't feel like you can be like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so this person hasn't contacted you. The reason why they haven't replied to your message is because they're busy. They're busy working for a future with you. They're busy making money so that you guys are set up for being together. They have fallen asleep. Their phone's buggy. Their Wi-Fi is out. Make a story that works in your favor. You are so quick to start making up a story that doesn't work in your favor with no knowledge at all, with no evidence at all. If that person doesn't message you back, oh my God, they don't like me. They're not interested in me. They're speaking to other people. You have no evidence of that, but you're going to entertain that story very quickly. So start entertaining a story that works in your favor, even if you don't have any evidence. Okay, number 3, affirm the opposite. So when you first started this manifestation journey, or when you first started affirming for your desire, it was because you were experiencing the opposite. You wanted this thing. So you started affirming the opposite. You started affirming for what is wanted. But then you'll come to a point where you're kind of in the middle and you're like, things might be going well, and then something pops up in your 3D and you feel like your manifestation has it's stalled, or the progress has stopped. Keep doing what you did at the beginning. Keep focusing on what is wanted. It doesn't matter what is happening. Affirm the opposite of what is happening. That's it. Keep affirming. Affirm the opposite. Do exactly what you did at the beginning. If you find yourself in the middle and you're like, oh my God, what is happening? No, go back to what you were doing at the beginning. And lastly, live in the end. So what the hell does live in the end mean? Living in the end means not buying into the illusion of the 3D. It means that when you are saying your affirmations, when you are visualizing, you're enjoying it. It feels fun. It feels good. Because think about it. If we zoom out, forget about your manifestations for now, zoom out completely. The whole concept of life really is you have a desire, there's something that you want, which feels exciting. You're like, oh my God, yeah, I want that. And then you get to enjoy this middle where you are entertaining thoughts of I'm going to get it, or I already have it, whichever tense you want to use. And you're enjoying the fact that you are thinking and saying and visualizing about this thing that you want. How awesome is that? And then you go about and live your life, and then that thing is going to pop up into your 3D. That's such a magical process. So live in that. Continue to be living in the assumption, living in the fact that this is all working out for you, that no matter what is happening, you are getting what you want. And once you have said your affirmations, done your visualizations, come back to this present moment. Come back to life right now. Go and have a walk and enjoy that. Go and enjoy time with friends and family. Go have really good food and be grateful for this present moment and the fact that you know you are getting what you want regardless. That just gives me tingles just even saying that. It's all okay. This moment now is what you're experiencing. And things can happen. Things can shift for you at any moment. And that's really exciting. So find things that feel good in your life. Focus on the good things, and more good things will come. Okay, that is today's video. I intend that has made so much sense for you, that there have been so many nuggets of wisdom that you can kind of take and run away with, or things have just clicked for you. Honestly, please, the biggest thing, reject your current circumstances as much as you can, and just cultivate that knowing that everything is going to be okay, because you're the one that's in charge. You're God. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Made me think about this. Every time you are triggered, it's because you have forgotten that you are creator. You have forgotten that you are the solution. You can fix this. You have forgotten that in fact there are no problems, because you are the solution, because you're the one in charge. So you may feel triggered, and that's okay. That is totally fine. Like I said, feel those feelings. But I want you to get at this point where you feel triggered, you have your feelings for however long you want to feel those feelings. And then straight away, the next thing is, you know what? I don't care. I'm still getting what I want. That's the habit. That's the thought pattern, or I guess the neural pathway, you could say, that I want you to be jumping to. That's the way I want you to be thinking. Something happens you don't like, don't care, still getting what I want. That's it. Simple as that. As always, for those that are interested in email coaching, details are in the description below. Lovely connecting with so many of you over on my Instagram. Those details are in the description below as well. And I will speak to you in the next video. Just remember, your reality, your rules. Manifestation is perfect. You've got this, I promise. Okay, stay well. Toodles.